Hello, this is Dr. Jake reporting from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. We are on the South Campus with Dr. Greg here, watching a huge barn be moved. Looks like it's about 3 stories tall to me, perhaps 120 feet long, maybe 50 foot wide. They just moved it about 3 feet.
You get the video, you get the video. Oh, it's on stop. I figured that if I went to wheels and stuff on it, you know, whole truck. Yeah.
It appears to me that they are trying to put some things under the tires on the back. They're coming off the road into this open field. Canada's in thaw-out mode right now, so it's a little bit soggy. Up here in Canada, they stay in the freezer mode most of the year. We're here approximately the end of March, 1st of April, and they're in the thaw-out mode. I suppose if these tires was to sink up, they could turn this thing over. I'm sure this thing's quite heavy. A lot of camera people here, TV people. It's about 7 o'clock in the morning, the sun's beginning to rise. We have Dr. Scratchy and... Where you going, Scratchy? Get back. This is,
Morning.
Hi, say there, Mike. How are you?
Mate now.
Yeah.
I'm like from Aussie land.
Yeah.
Down under.
It feels a little cold to me, but Dr. Gray thinks it's kind of hot here, eh?
Turn the air conditioning on.
Yeah. Have a big red sunset this morning, sunrise. They're going to move this barn across this field. They've had to take down telephone lines and power lines. Going to come across this field and enter the highway. They'll be entering the highway right down there. And so they're moving some more. They are actually using another truck here with a winch and they're pulling it slowly but surely. Someone has hollered to stop. This guy here in the blue. Not sure what the problem is. It looks like the tires on the back are kind of bearing up a bit.
Horse barn. It was built in the 1920s. It originally was over in another area where they built a big hospital. It's called the Stollery Children's Hospital. That's where it was originally built in the 20s. And then when the hospital was built, they had to move this barn. So this is actually the second move that this barn has gone through. It's a horse barn. I don't know if I said that before. And they use it as a museum now.
Thank you, Dr. Greg.
You're welcome, Dr. Jake.
I say, mate.
You do the Aussie one real good.
The people moving the barn had to hook up a second truck. They're winching the truck across this field. Dr. Greg says they can't put it on the road because it's too heavy. They're winching this barn across the field kind of slowly, putting stuff under the tires to keep it from sinking up in the Canadian soil. So they're moving it a little bit at a time. I suppose it would help if it was about minus 20 degrees, huh?
It would. If it was...
the ground would be much harder.
Yes.
Dr. Greg tells me that the average temperature here in Edmonton is about minus 20 Celsius.
During the winter.
Yeah, during the winter. They're actually in thaw-out mode right now, so it's a little bit soggy.
Moved it about, what, a foot?
They keep moving a little at a time. They'd have a really big problem if all these tires was to bury up.